row since. And Turioff, the steal. Turioff a foot race. Brewer will knock it away. But Ronny Turioff, nice overplay. Has had the triple-digit fever, has just been absolutely gassed with the flu. What a beautiful play as Tolliver found Steph.
And no help at all from the weak side by Darko. Gomes, they play guard, forward, but they can shoot from their size.
Well, that kid can shoot for his size. Steph Curry rails in a three. And Steph knocking it away. The push ahead to Maggette. In a foot race with Brewer, he'll finish it off.
Of where the ball is going. He reads it extremely well.
Hunter down the lane. And Curry with a delivery.
Hunter did a nice job protecting the ball there.
Wolves coaching staff wins the 3-on-3 tournament.
Well, I'll tell you what, it wouldn't be fun playing him.
Curry, top 5 in the league in steals as he comes up with that one. And a beautiful look to Tolliver and the foul. Steph Curry is on his game in a big way.
And so is the recipient there, Tolliver. Double digits just before that last timeout, has a chance for a three-point play.
Hunter rolling, Tolliver.
Keep the ball in the middle there, you get a little better chance. Tolliver, he's beaming with confidence.
Anthony Tolliver has 20 points on 9 of 13 shooting. Turioff getting the feed and the finish. Steph Curry with a perfect delivery.
But how about how he runs the screen out there? I mean, the defenders don't know what he's going to do. And you know what? He doesn't either until the defense tells him that.
And Curry another steal. He's got Brewer reaching behind him.
Get out of the lane and get rid of the ball.
Morrow the little shovel. Reggie Williams the finish and the foul. What a nice play as Morrow found something, and Reggie Williams very clever on the baseline.
Possession prior to this, Steph Curry, watch how he runs off Ronny Turioff. Comes back, all of a sudden, he sees overextension by the center. Bounce pass, and this last one, that's a nice little underhand flip. And Anthony Morrow recognized he had to get out of the lane. He kept moving. He didn't want to get tied up, and he didn't want a 3-second call. But to also the credit of the rest of the team, they all moved out of the lane, and then you got a cutter along the baseline in Williams. So he took a chance there.
Curry goes right by Flynn, dropped it to Hunter, and he hammers it down.
15, but you definitely don't want to come in just single digits.
And Hunter will put it up and in off the Curry pick and roll again. Warriors can nearly freeze it out, 1/10 of a second differential. Curry with a teardrop and floats it in. Minnesota's come out in a zone defense here. Shot clock at 3. Curry 3 on the way is in.
See how effortless that shot is? It's not a jump shot. It just uses the legs, and there's creating another steal.
Steph came up with another one. Moved the ball beautifully tonight. 29 assists on their 40 buckets. They want to stay in his zone. Curry's going to get a lot of threes, and he drops in another one.
I love the way they set a screen there.
Curry down the lane. Devin George sets his feet and drops in another 3.
Devin saw that coming, and so did Curry. I mean, that was like practice and saying, okay, this is what we're trying to get out of this, guys. So you guys defensively play halfway, 50%.
Nash certainly has enjoyed the rookie year of Stephen Curry. Flynn will shoot it. Morrow will rebound it. And Don Nelson stands alone. No man that has stalked the NBA sidelines has ever won 1,333 games until tonight. Don Nelson certainly happy about it. This young group of Warriors dousing him a little bit as they win at 116-107, and people at the Target Center giving Don Nelson a nice respectful applause as they have watched NBA history tonight. Warriors shoot it at 56%. It was awfully pretty for 3 quarters. And they just survived on the back end of a back-to-back in the fourth. When the offense went away, but they built a big enough lead. Larry Riley, the Warriors general manager and friend of Don Nelson, former assistant coach, is with the team. Keith Smart, Scott Roth, Stephen Silas, and Russ Turner, the coaching staff. Longtime trainer Tommy Abdenauer there. And the Warriors have done it, winning 5 of their last 8 to get to the record for Don Nelson. And he's won a lot of games in a lot of different ways. And you look at the various stops in his career. First in Milwaukee, then the Run TMC Warriors. New York, he was 34-25 and let go, trying to get that Nick Ewing team to run. Then Dallas, and the second time around with the Warriors. And he is alongside his former Celtic teammate, Jim Barnett. Go ahead, Jimmy.
All right, thank you, Bob. Well, Don, you stand alone now. You are the sole leader of games won in the NBA in all of history.
Well, actually, I was very happy to be tied. That would have been fine with me, but the boys did it tonight, and I didn't think it would be an easy game for us because it's a back-to-back. And but anyway, we found a way to get it. I told those guys in the huddle that I loved them to death, but sometimes they're a pain in the ass to coach. But most of the time, they give me everything they got, and I love them to death, especially Terry-Off. How about Terry-Off playing ill?
Yes.
Couldn't hardly do anything in the fourth quarter, but yet was a factor in the game.
Well, they knew the schedule was coming up and getting a little tougher. They came out tonight, and they really set the tone, and Tolliver gave you a big lift, and Curry played a magnificent game for you tonight.
Curry was great. He turned the ball over down the stretch, but he's a young point guard. We understand that. He was sensational most of the game. Tolliver, you know, what can I tell you? He had 24 at halftime and probably end up in the 30s somewhere. He anchored our offense, really. We worked around him all game. But the main thing is we got to win. We got it behind us. Let's go have some fun tonight.
I want to ask you, Don, you've said all along that numbers don't mean anything to you, but now that you do own the record solely, how do you really feel about that? How do you think you reflect back upon that later?
Well, I only think it means that I've been around a long time and won a lot of games. That's what it means. I've been around 31 years. I should have some pretty good numbers, or I wouldn't be around that long. So it's just, hey, whenever somebody gets excited, like Pat Riley wants to come back, he'll have the record in 2 years. That'll be great for me. Somebody can take it away. That'll be fine. But anyway, we'll have it for a short period of time. I got to go to the locker room with my guys.
All right, Don.
Thanks, fans, for following us. Appreciate it.
Congratulations, Don.
Thank you.
All right, Bob, you can see he's one happy guy. And I also think that he's happy that he finally has this record to take away the attention to somewhere else and other than he.
Well, how about Grandpa Nellie is #1? That's pretty good right there. This was our Metro PCS replay, and a good one, as the Warriors close it out 116-107. Don Nelson, 1,333 wins. Really an incredible coach, but this is the scene in the Warrior locker room. Don Nelson stands alone with the most wins in NBA history, and a lot to talk about tonight, guys, with the Warriors win.
Indeed, gentlemen, thank you so much. Don Nelson getting a beer shower in the locker room, and deservedly so. What a guy.